Then the next industry, I would love to use the word industry, which is also not succeeding because of lack of strategic thinking, is the church. For myself, I have spent over 22 years working with over 30 organizations, and most of these organizations were churches. The church has been trapped with this mindset of as the Spirit leads. Yes, it must be as the Spirit leads. But guess what? The Spirit works with strategic thinking. I would love to quote the scriptures in Genesis chapter 1, from verse 1 to 3. It says, and in the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth. And the earth was void and was formless. And he said that darkness filled the surface of the deep. And then the Spirit of God was moving on the surface of the waters. And then finally, and God said, let there be light. The earth was void. God spoiled. After God finished his work, his creation, the earth went bad. God did not wait. He said his spirit was moving. He was thinking. God was thinking. His spirit was moving. God was thinking. And then finally, in the process of his thinking, he discovered something that could illuminate and light up the dark, spoiled earth. And in verse 3, he discovered what it was, and that was called light. Immediately he spoke it forth and said, let there be light. So, if God, who is the founder of the church, applied the principle of thinking, of finding out what the matter was before rectifying it, who is telling us that it is possible to start planting branches of a church without strategic thinking? Planting branches of a church is not something someone should just wake up one day and begin to do. And one of the things I discovered is that most of the churches, the headquarter is not standing yet. The headquarter, which is the founding church, is not standing yet. Number one, they are still confused about their operations. No adequate structure and system set up. No maximum job descriptions and responsibilities set out for workers, for staff and members, the do's and the don'ts. No specific adequate system of operation at the headquarter church, and they go on carrying the burden of starting other branches. That's going to lead to confusion. And this is why we have lots and lots of small churches who gather people who think they are going somewhere. After many years, both them and the people they've gathered will realize that these people never knew where they were going. And by that, destinies have been wasted. Years have been wasted for these innocent people who thought they were following people who knew God. And you discover that destinies have been wasted over the years. Times have been wasted. For me, they almost wrecked my life. Because from the onset, I had passion for Jesus Christ. I had passion for God. So from age 18 to 19, I started working with church leaders. Got myself so committed, soaked in the work. But after many years, I got to realize that my life was wasting, because the people whom I thought were my leaders themselves were confused more than myself. And this has brought a shame in the body of Christ, has brought a shame in the church work, where there are so many leaders out there who want to lead people without first leading themselves. Because if you must be a leader who leads yourself, strategic thinking and planning must be a habit for you. So let's begin to think strategically so that we could do more things for God. Let's stop adding the church of God to the class of failing industries. I found this online on a renowned source that the church of God happens to be one of the industries that are failing. because of lack of strategic thinking and plan. So church, it's time to upgrade. Church founder, it's time to upgrade. Church leader, it's time to upgrade. Church pastor, it's time to upgrade. Church worker, it's time to upgrade. Let's make strategic thinking and planning our friend, just as most top leaders of other churches are succeeding. There is no leader of a top church in Nigeria and in the world who is not a strategic thinker. Mention them. Bishop Oyedepo, Ibiomie, Chris Oyakilome, David Obueli, mention them in Nigeria who are leading top churches who are not strategic thinkers. So if you must lead a successful and thriving organization, you must apply the principle of strategic thinking and planning.